Pleasant good evening, my good friend. I do apologize for calling you at this hour, but we were a bit backed up. But I think it's only fair that the citizens of this blessed country hear about the big plans for the Scrap Iron Dealers Association for 2024 and beyond. Pleasant good evening to you, Mr. Ferguson.
Pleasant good evening to you and your viewers, man. It's a wonderful time to be here with you tonight. You know,
Yes.
my strongest feeling is that this program for next year will be going to be one of the number one programs in Trinidad and Tobago.
Thank you so much. The floor is yours because I know you had a rough year. And tell us, as we come to a close, ushering a brand new year, what can we expect from the industry that so many people depend on?
Well, all I can say, I will, as the president, I will continue pushing to try to make this industry a better industry for people who depend on it each and every day. We know that this is the only industry remain that the poor people could come in and get something. People who that people don't want even to give no work to. People who come out of jail because of mistakes or some kind of thing that they ever regret, and we, the only industry that we pull them and try to make changes into their life. A lot of poor people from all different parts of this country work with us, and we work with them to make things better for them. So I as the president, all I want to do is to make this industry better, and I ask the Ministry of Trade to work with us next year to make things better for this industry. We know that things went on and it had us a shutdown for more than 7-8 months, but what I can say is that we want to work with you all, the Ministry of Trade, to push this industry more than what we're doing now, because we know this industry could do plenty better than what it could do. And as we as the association, all we want to do is to try to work with Trinidad and Tobago to make this Trinidad and Tobago much safer. And that's why we're going around with our crime talk. We will continue going around the crime on different tongues and talking about crime and trying to make our things much better for this country. We will also go to the communities, work with the communities, work with all the different people in the communities to make this crime go down for Trinidad and Tobago. We will also go to the schools and different organization. We will try to get the private sector involved, that we could get help to able to do what we want to try to bring down this crime in Trinidad and Tobago. This time is a time that all hands must come on deck. We want to work. We don't matter if you is red or you is yellow or you is blue, whatever you is, long as you want to work with us to help Trinidad and Tobago to make sure that this crime goes down. We ready to work with anybody to make sure this crime go down in Trinidad and Tobago.
And tell me, Mr. Ferguson, I know you're not just talking about within the boundaries of Trinidad and Tobago, but there are some business ideas and things on the agenda regionally and internationally as well.
Yeah, well, what I can say, since this year we had a lot of opportunities. I had the opportunity to speak with advisor to a king, which I don't want to mention, but we have things that we have to discuss more with them to able to think. I also was invited to England, to the Ministry of Trade in England. They invite me, and I couldn't make it, but I had a meeting virtual with them, and I plans to do different things with different scrap mills in England. We also had meetings with large people in different organizations all over the world. I have plans to probably move out, go to a visit to some of these countries to the end of the year, to come into the new year. I have plans to do all these things, but there's a lot of opportunities for us in the scrap industry, because I'm trying to open up a way, because you see, too much time that we have to depend on the middlemen to be able to do our own business. And this is one of the things that I want to move away from, the middlemen, and go directly to the mills, and a lot of opportunities for investors to come in and invest and make sure that they do a lot of things happen to them in reference to making money. I also plan to launch and start our ship breaking project. I also thank thank the government, because one of the things that we had get is that we asked for land and we did get the land. It's just a matter now for the investment to put up the port and put different things in place to make sure that all what we want to go on for the next new year, because I could tell you this year was a challenging year. I nearly lost all my business because I had was to give and give out to all the poor people, because you know the thing about it, when you're a leader and you want to help, sometimes you forget that you have to sell to make money, and all you want to do is to help the poor, help the people, and that is what I was doing. But God is good, and I thank my God for keeping me alive and keeping me strong. And people like yourself, I want to thank you, because you know, no matter what, you always give me the opportunity to let Trinidad and Tobago know. So I want to thank you and all too, and thank the people at the station, and thank all the media. I will have a closing comment that I will address the nation next week, where you know we have to say something in reference to how the industry going and how things going. But I want to thank you, and I ask God to bless you and your family, keep your program strong, keep you strong, and keep the whole station and everybody strong, so we could go along, you know,
yes,
because
indeed.
without we, you know how it is.
Yeah. Well, thanks a lot, Mr. Ferguson. And I know as well that you're planning an investors forum, so we'll talk more about that coming into the new future. So those of you into the new year, so those of you who are interested, a lot of economic.
I want to tell Trinidad for the new year, we also plan to bring Mike Tyson to Trinidad to help us to go to the communities. You all will know when that date comes. We start the conversation, so we hope that we will bring Mike Tyson to go to the different communities, the Laventille, the Beaton, the Sealer. Let us talk with them and let them see that there's a guy like yourself make it big in the world like yourself.
Yeah.
You know, so we want to try to raise the value in life and show them that, listen to me, crime is not the issue alone. We could do a lot of things. When we came here as slaves, we worked hard to build this country, so we could change.
Thank you. Mr. Ferguson, it's been a pleasure. Keep up the good work. Best of luck to you and your entire team, and we looking forward for Mr. Mike Tyson, former heavyweight champion, to arrive soon in Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you so much, and best of luck.
Man, thank you too.
Thank you.